Hello. Some of you may have seen our newscast. Now we'll show you behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, seasoned newsmen who can bring the 24-hour happenings into your living room firsthand.
Yo, we are back. Behind the scene podcast. You know what it is.
And you know this, man.
D Smith, just your ordinary guy. What's up, man?
Oh, not the ordinary guy no more. Not the ordinary guy no more.
Hell yeah, man. You leveled up, man. You leveled up.
What's good? What's good?
Things been doing good, man. We had the last night showed our short film Buddy Man Chronicles at a film festival in Norfolk, VA. So that was good, man. Having the cast crew come out, we all celebrate. They had they kind of had like a Blade rave, like a nice EDM goth rave afterwards. We're on stage, just like
man.
That shit was fun though, man. That shit was fun. Shout out to Jeff for inviting us out there and showcasing our short film and the rest of his, man. There's some good, cool 757 filmmakers out here.
Okay. How was that scene?
Yeah, the scene's it seems pretty small, but everyone's just kind of separated because we're all like divided by water. So there's a community is just trying to figure out where everybody is and just
how to
it's
link
small,
up.
but it's out there.
No. It's bigger, probably. Y'all still figuring out how to link up.
Pretty much, yeah. Figuring out how to link up. I think there's a film con is coming up August 8th. That's from a couple of people that I know. I'm gonna attend and show support. So they're trying to
take pictures and a little bit of video. I want to see how that turned out.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm gonna take some pictures, man. But I know you were at DreamCon.
Yes.
DreamCon, man. Why don't you give us a recap?
You would have wished you were there, man. You would have wished.
I know that's on my list, man. I gotta make that happen next year for sure.
Next year, I gotta go for 2 days.
Oh, so you only went one day?
Yeah, I only went one day. I had some stuff going on. I could only attend one day, but it was very lit. It was very lit. It was a party going on. A lot of dancing, probably some other stuff that I don't know about. Probably.
Yeah. A lot of stuff at the con, outside the con, I bet.
Yeah. It was a very good scene, man. And there was a lot of things to do. There's a lot of panels and stuff I missed. They even had dodgeball. They had wrestling.
I did see some wrestling, yeah.
They had wrestling on there. And people making content and people walking around. And the cosplaying scene, very good. Very good. Very top notch. And I like seeing us out here doing our thing.
Yeah, I see a whole bunch of Viltrumites jumping invincible.
Big man,
curb stopping them in the hallway, playfully, like, and he's going along with it. And they're just like 15 of them in gray white suits, just stomping on them. It just looks like it's just a good party celebration.
Absolutely, man. That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was. I felt a little weird. McDonald's was there, bro.
Oh, McDonald's was there.
Yes, bro. They had like a whole big old McDonald's booth there. I'm like, what the fuck? There was a barrage of smells. Some good, some not.
So Con Funk finally leaked into DreamCon.
No. There's some people wearing cologne. There was some people wearing cologne, and then there was some people that were funky. But I wouldn't say it was it wasn't an alarming number, but it was just enough to notice at times. One dude was like straight up in his underwear, like, and the brother came up to it because our people. He's like, bro, why are you half naked?
Yeah, anime convention energy. That's all I can say.
Oh yes,
anime convention energy, man.
Oh yes, and then there were a few people there that weren't blurs, that are just black people. Like there was a whole dude. He came dressed up like in his was it Pittsburgh? Not Pittsburgh Steelers. Philly. Philadelphia Eagles. He had a big like hat on. He was doing his version of cosplaying from a sports fan's perspective, and I thought that was interesting.
Gotcha.
I met Cree Summers, cool as a bee, cool as can be.
Hell yeah.
Lamar, on the other hand, he was just running people through.
Right. He's got a long line, so
yeah.
That's unfortunately nature of the beast.
Hey, I ain't mad at that. I got him to sign some stuff. I got Cree to sign some stuff. I asked her a few questions. It was nice. Next year, I need to have a itinerary plan because I missed the dodgeball. They had the thing about like camping and getting outdoors, which is more something I want to do. I missed that panel. And they did some other fun stuff too. I went in and sat with the board games. Like
Double O. What's up, man? Double R.
What's up?
Oh.
We're just talking some DreamCon recap.
Yeah,
boy.
Yeah, it was fun. You should have been there, man.
Would love to, man. But pipe dream one day.
On work. In the meantime, you gotta earn one. I'm right there with you.
Yeah. We got a little taste of BlurCon. BlurCon is kind of like a sampler of DreamCon. That might be insulting to the con organizer, but it kind of is a little bit. It's like a beginner DreamCon, not as much attendance. Like it's packed, but don't have the capacity like DreamCon. So it kind of has that subculture in it, just on a more micro scale because of capacity.
Wait. So are you saying DreamCon is bigger than BlurCon, or BlurCon is bigger?
Easily. It's not even
okay.
No
and Yao Ming was apparently there, dude.
Yao Ming?
Yes. He just showed that, and I didn't see him, but someone just had a random footage zooming in. Like, is this Yao Ming? I'm like, what the fuck is he doing there? Apparently, he's an assistant coach here in Houston.
Yeah. I think it's cool. That place puts your city on the map. Houston is like all eyes are on Houston for one weekend, and at least
that in the FIFA World Cup, bro.
Huh?
FIFA World Cup.
I mean,
bro, they were 1,000. Like, what was it? Not New Zealand. Norwegians, bro. Thousands of I think it was like 7,000 of them downtown when their people were here. That's a big deal.
Damn, man.
That's a big deal. It was scary how big that crowd was.
Man, H-Town, bro. I think it's just cool, man. RCDC World, literally, you got such a big event from content creators, essentially. You know what I mean? Like, they really made it into like a must go-to convention. Like, that's an event.
Absolutely.
Like, celebs are going, people need it. Like, it's an event. It's like, it's such a short span. It's almost like they're pacing like San Diego Comic-Con. Like, they're doing announcements for like Meg Thee Stallion's new anime, like Ronnie Barnes, and they actually have some entertainment heavyweights that go there to announce stuff. So they're almost, I would pretty much equivalent them to the blurred San Diego Comic-Con.
It might be, man. And that would be cool. That would be cool, bro. And they were selling merch too. I'm a little mad I didn't buy some. I should have bought something. They had a bucket hat and they had a jersey that looked like the Orlando Magic's jersey.
Oh, okay.
I should have got that.
Yeah, shit.
I kept my badge though. I kept my badge program. Next year I would love to see Kevin Greery.
Kevin Greavy you think they put him there? He's a little bit older, huh?
No, but I would like to see him there.
Okay. Yeah,
I just want to talk to him about Blue Marvel and Dark Storm, his comic book Dark.
Okay, he'd probably be more excited about Dark Storm than Blue. He probably Blue Marvel out.
Of course he would, man.
Yeah, he probably Blue Marveled out, dog. But
hey, I'm a fan, bro. I'm a fan. So
yeah, you talking about the jerseys? Remind me of the Toon Squad we did at Blur in 2021.
They looked like the Toons. They had a shirt that looked like the Toon Squad one, bro. They had merch, pretty good merch there, and I should have got something, bro. I should have got something, and they had good colors too. Before we move on, both of y'all, there's a game coming out next month. Both of y'all need to get it so we can play together. It's basically like GoldenEye. It's called Agent 64. We got to find a way.
Agent 64?
Agent 64. And it's like GoldenEye.
Never heard of it.
It's like GoldenEye. Look it up when we get off, but we got to get it. We got to get it and play multiplayer. I think you can play up to like 8 people.
I know what you're talking about. I saw the preview of it, man. I understand where you're coming from. It does give you that callback to GoldenEye for sure.
Oh yeah.
The gaming wise, I haven't. I mean, I think knows I haven't really been gaming.
I haven't either. But that looked good enough for me to want to play. I'll say it that way.
I mean, I got Switch 2. I don't have online for Switch 2. I play family and friends.
Like, this is all I got now. All I got.
Oh, your Steam Deck, you still rocking it?
Yeah. I play it every once in a while. Like I don't game too much either. But that game looks like something that I would want, and I think you would want to play.
Maybe at DreamCon next year.
Hey. We'll make that a plan? Shoot, we'll make that a plan?
Probably need to. I'm probably going to do less trips to Florida, and I'm doing less trips to Florida next year anyway, so.
Okay. We're gonna have to find a way. We're gonna do something. We'll get an Airbnb or something.
Hell yeah, Airbnb for the whole weekend. You know where the parties are at.
I don't know if we want to get too much into trouble. We'll see who else is willing to game.
I heard I remember y'all had y'all Orlando adventure. We're gonna have to do a Houston adventure.
Yeah. Just like we did Orlando, we gotta do a Houston adventure. That show was still fun, man. The year you had Uncle Jack, had everybody came down at a certain point for 1 year. That shit was funny, man. That shit was fun.
Absolutely.
That shit was fun.
What we got for the first? What we starting off with first?
First topic. Well, since CS3 isn't here, do y'all want to talk anything about Doomsday real quick or Spider-Man? Since he ain't here right now to talk spoilers.
I'm MCU'd out, brother.
Okay.
Like that whole. I'll say my quick thing. That whole thing looked like a wet fart. I am still gonna go see Doomsday. Probably under the influence of many things to make the experience as fun as I can be.
Gotta elevate it.
Gotta elevate the experience, man.
I was talking to my coworker at work. I'm gonna be up there talking like a stereotyped Negro. Be like, Captain America, you're supposed to be dead. What are you doing on screen? Robert Downey Jr., you're not Dr. Doom. What's going on here? None of this shit makes sense. What X-Men is here now? What the fuck they get?
Old and new. The new X-Men and the old X-Men are in it.
The old hotness and the new hotness. Both hot or not.
I'm the Doom playing disguised as Doom playing another Doom.
I'm the Doom playing the Doom disguised as another Doom.
But you know they're gonna put Doom bots in there, some bullshit. Like, we defeated Doom.
Bro, if I see a Doom bot or they make a reference to that, I will holler so loud. Like I can see myself watching the movie regular, but that will be something that would really make me go, oh, bull, and loud as hell, bro. You know, let me say something. Before the original Secret Wars, Dr. Doom was such a whack villain for the most part, bro. His first appearances, he gets the Fantastic Four in a time machine, makes him go back in time to steal treasure. That's it.
Well enough, right?
That's it. That's all the fuck he did.
I'll say this with the way these MCU films are going, they're getting rid of the finality of certain things. Like Endgame had a great send off for Cap, Iron Man, Thor, right? And now, okay, we're bringing them back. Even Spider-Man, like No Way Home, that was supposed to be the whole purpose was like, okay, He's all alone.
Mm-hmm.
We almost think like maybe Zendaya and Ned, like they're gone, right?
Yeah.
New status quo.
Mm-hmm.
Spidey on his own.
He becomes the Spider-Man.
Right.
That was supposed to be him becoming the Spider-Man.
What do? We bring Zendaya back. He's gonna tell her he's Spider-Man. So he's so that sacrifice at the end. Let me
interrupt you. Spider-Man and his amazing friends. That's what we're getting.
We were like, oh, we're gonna get a grounded Spider-Man movie. We got Hulk. We got Punisher. We have X-Men in the movie, supposedly.
The fucking Hand. Why?
We got the Hand. Why? We got Scorpion. So it's like, oh, damn. So forget about the down-earth Spider-Man story. We're still doing multiple villains, multiple heroes in it. So it's kind of like, damn, man.
They threw it out the window.
Yeah.
As quick as they could.
I just don't want to be a fan for life, like automatic fan. Like, oh, they got my ticket no matter what.
Right.
They got my ticket. At certain points, like, hey, you're gonna have to earn it. I just don't like them scrambling. Like, here's the pull the nostalgia card. Let's put all the heroes. Let's make it the Royal Rumble. Just, I need like a concrete intention with story, with the cinematography. Like, it needs to have some intention behind it rather than just, yeah, we're just doing this just to make money. Because that's pretty much what. I mean, they all do it to make money, but there's a certain delivery. There's a certain package you do to it. There's a certain intention that you're like all the other MC movies had before. Now they're just reaching at straws to keep the gravy train going. So I'm not excited. There's no build up. Spider-Man 4, again, there's no new status quo. Spidey's still with other heroes. Spider-Man is Amazing Friends Part 4. What are you thinking though about Doomsday and Spider-Man and the MCU right now?
I'm gonna speak on a suits and execs and producers side of thing. I'm just gonna go over what I presume they might have thought about, because obviously there's an agenda that they're pushing just to get the fans to come back. There is a need for why Tom Holland, Spider-Man, is returned. There is a need for why those other actors, such as RDJ and Chris Evans, coming back. I'm going to use the WWE as an analogy for why they have to do this. They're putting them in, like, I feel like Spider-Man, starting off with Spider-Man, I feel like they put together a faction for this movie to sell. We need John Burtnell, we need him as Punisher. We need Mark Ruffalo to be the Hulk. We need the Hand. We need anything we can get to get Spider-Man ticket sales. We need Zendaya. We know that rumors there again with Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire again. So again, the speculation is heavy, but I feel like for tickets to sell, they're putting people in factions. Avenger is probably the biggest faction you could think of right now, because the return of RDJ and Chris Evans, and then the star-studded. My only problem is, it's like, okay, how much screen time are these? Because like these are actors. You and I talked about this off screen. The age range of these actors are around 50, and especially in Avengers, and 50 and up. 40 old. And up. Yeah, and we're going off our brand. Yeah, I mean, shit, old as the comic books at this point, but yeah, like I feel like they're factioning them all up to get people in the theaters, because like me and Dion spoke off screen, is that the MCU movies were dwindling, and the Jonathan Mayer put a wrench into that whole system that they were trying to build. When Jonathan Mayer kind of messed that up and stuff like that, I felt like they were in a panic. So I felt like I said, you know what, MCU's we need to save MCU. Disney is on our ass about it. Like, hey, we have these IPs, we need to use them. What do we got? Well, we got RDJ and we got Chris Evans back. I like where your head is at. Where we're gonna go with it, We're gonna go ahead and get
Hey yo, Uncle Jack, what's up, man?
So I feel like there's like, all right, RDJ, he did great with Iron Man, but we can't obviously just put him back in the MCU as Iron Man. What do we got to do? I got an idea. Here's a script, Mr. Robert Downey Jr. Tell me what you think, and we'll get back to you tomorrow. And that's pretty much how it goes, man. Of course, with a bag of cash with the script. So
Right.
I feel like they're trying to pull all the shots because what is now? This is 2 Marvel movies in 1 year. Spider-Man and Avengers.
Yeah. 2 in 1 year. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got a summer release and we got a winter release. They're doing everything. I think not just like the damn Marvel movies in general. I think a lot of movies right now. I mean, I feel like that we're going to be going to the movie theaters a lot this year for sure. Like I know we went down, been going a lot beginning of the year, but that's what they're trying to do, man, is get butts to seats. What can they do to get your butt in that seat? And this is pretty much what this tactic is. Coming from, an executive standpoint, I feel like that's what they're trying to do, is just try to get you guys' butts in the seats and getting all the stuff hyped up. San Diego Comic-Con letting you know the projection for the next for the foreseeable future, with the hints of Secret Wars, the Black Panther 3 and Ghost Rider, stuff like that. They're doing everything they can to get your butt on that seat.
Waited too damn long.
Too long for who?
Ghost Rider. That should have been like 2 phases ago, bro. And we were asking for there was a crowd asking for that like 2 phases ago. It's too, and Ryan got no. He's not Johnny Blaze, bro. You ain't Johnny Blaze.
Can I add this real quick? Where the fuck is Blade, man? Why are we canceling Blade? I don't understand.
Because we don't know how to make a movie about a kick-ass vampire hunter
who happens to be black.
We don't know how to make that movie. I mean, Ghost Rider, Nicolas Cage. So was Robbie Reyes. No one's really counting him. Ghost Driver.
Hey, chill.
Unfortunately, no one's counting Ghost Driver, the Latino Ghost Rider. So,
damn, bro, do my homie dirty like that.
I'm sorry, man. Like, I think if you were, I don't know, Ghost Rider, Ghost Driver, that is kind of weird, but
hey, all right, that shit.
I mean, it's been since Nick Cage, right? Since Nick Cage, we had a Ghost Rider movie. But part of the problem is like, okay, so you do this Ghost Rider movie, right? Mm-hmm. Are we gonna wait 6 years to see him again, like we did for Shang-Chi? Because he finally got his chain back. Uncle Jack been saying for years, who snatched Shang-Chi's chain, man? He finally got it back after like 4 or 5 years. Oh, speaking of, yo.
What's good, man?
Hey, before you say anything, I gotta say this because you right here. Yeah, I'm mad at you, Uncle Jack.
Why?
Damn it, fool! You did it again, bro.
What are you talking about?
When you said that you can't sit through another 4 or 5 years of this shit, and now I'm feeling what you're feeling, bro. Like I'm not coming outside for Ghost Rider or any of this shit anymore. Black Panther will get a pass because he's one of ours. I blame you for that shit.
Oh shit! My nigga said I ain't coming outside for
Hell, I ain't even coming outside for Spider-Man and his amazing friends.
Hey,
shoot. You and your friends could be amazing over there.
Listen, look, hey, I'm just sitting here for the quick drop, man. Hey, look, shout out to y'all doing y'all thing on that stage, bro. Y'all out here making moves out in VA, man. Shout out to the Third Eye, man. Just big shout outs to the Third Eye. All I want to ask y'all before getting out of here, man, like, I'm gonna go see Spider-Man. I'm interested in that, but are we really gonna have a year with 2 Batman movies? Is that really gonna happen?
No.
James Gunn don't have a Batman movie coming out.
No, you don't. He put it on the schedule. Don't mean it's gonna come out.
You believe it?
2 Batman movies. Wait, is this a wait? Is the second one announced of a different Batman, or is this the
Yes.
same Robert Pattinson Batman?
No, it's another James Gunn says he's gonna have Batman Brave and the Bold.
It's gonna be two different Batmans. One's James Gunn Batman. One's gonna be Matt Reeves Batman.
I don't even think he's still Uncle Jack. I said that's someone who likes him, or did like him. I don't think he's still gonna have a job.
James Gunn is gonna get. Yeah, he gunned down. Whenever that Paramount deal comes through, I think they're gonna gun him down, dude.
They're gonna gun down the gun.
Look,
Yo, CS3, what's up, man? What up?
I'm keeping it all the way above before I get out of here. The last thing I want to do with my life, bro, is get excited about the MCU. That's I don't got that's the last thing I want to do with my life, man.
Right.
If I do go see, I'm gonna go see Spider-Man. I did see the trailer for Doomsday, and it's like,
yeah.
Where's the juice for that, bro? Where's the heat at?
Uncle Jack, man, for the one time, man, you gotta watch Doomsday so we can go have some end of the year drink up about what the fuck we just watched.
To quote another reviewer, alcohol required.
Brother, like, I don't even got 3 hours to go see the Odyssey. Like,
for the one time.
The holidays, like these niggas really want me to be in the theater for 3 hours.
Plus $60 for the popcorn and soda
for Christmas.
Yeah,
Christmas, nigga.
Uncle Jack, man, we got a popcorn bucket waiting for you for Doomsday, man. It's gonna have Dr. Doom's mouth with a hole in the middle of his damn mask.
That's nasty work. But shit, hey, y'all brothers get to it, man. I'm in the comments, man.
All right, man.
Peace.
Good seeing you. Shit, man.
I blame him for
Doom
that.
3. I'm gonna see Doom 3.
I blame him for that, man. Like he knew this, man. Like, yeah, I'm not coming outside for this stuff no more, man. Can't,
bro. I don't blame you because it's like, okay, like, you know what I mean? Right. It's like, okay,
right. Even watching that, there were a couple of good scenes, but him stopping the hammer with 2 fingers, I was like, all right, bro, go sit down somewhere.
Yeah, it's like we've seen this before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yo, CS3, what's up, bro? Welcome, man.
What up?
What's good?
It's good in the hood, bro. Glad to have you on, bro.
What's good? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems a little delayed though.
Yeah, bit delayed.
You're like on a 3-second delay.
That's always an issue, and I'm actually experimenting because like I'm on what is this, like a PC device I had. I thought maybe if I went on one of my PC tablets, something would be different, but I guess not.
No,
I have to go back on my phone.
No, I think you're synced up a little bit better. It's just we'll play with the time a little bit.
Yeah.
But man, you were at DreamCon, man. How was that for you?
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, there's a delay.
Uh-oh.
Is it a delay or is that a freeze?
I think it's delay.
A little bit both.
A little bit both. Okay. All right. I'm gonna switch over because I do want to talk about DreamCon. I'm gonna switch over.
Okay, man, for sure. We'll be waiting. But shoot, man, till you're 90, you're like, nope.
No. That may be for everyone else, man. That may be for everyone else, but maybe Secret Wars. I'm coming out for Doomsday, but with under the influence.
Under the influence.
Shoot, I'm about to watch Street Fighter under the influence.
Oh no! Hey, Street Fighter gonna be lit regardless. That trailer with Pump Tag, I'm about to hit you with the boom tactics.
Street Fighter about to be movie of the year, man. No bullshit.
No, I think it is, bro. I think it's gonna be on the short list of the best movies this year. Bro, it should have came out during the summer, right after FIFA World Cup. It should have dropped, or right before.
You gonna sandwich it between Spider-Man 2? No way, dude. Spider-Man 4 and Odyssey.
I would have. They ain't nothing else.
You don't need nothing else. It's gonna be Spider-Man, and Nolan. You know what I mean? They're eating up everything right now. There's no crumbs out there left for Was it Shield Block? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Cyclops doing the JOB. Yeah. Jeez, man. I know X-Men are gonna get jobbed out. They're gonna get jobbed out.
Absolutely gonna get jobbed out.
They're gonna get jobbed the freak out.
And then everyone's gonna act shocked and surprised when it happens. Be like,
oh, Xavier died for the 5th time on screen.
Right.
Oh, this is the end. Eric, we've had a long journey. This is the end. Again.
Remember berries. That's all I heard. Eat your member berries.
I feel like Avengers, man. It's really the Fox property takeover, man. Because you got Doom, you got Fantastic Four, you got X-Men. Like, you had to actually balance it out with Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans to actually come out there with the star power, But like I was trying to mention before, man, the screen time, how was that going to be like, man? Because they're paying Robert Downey Jr. a whole lot of money. You will obviously probably want to get as much screen time of that man as much as possible.
Somehow Charles has returned and died again.
We're about done talking Doomsday, but
good.
But yeah, man, how about DreamCon, man? We just talked a little bit about it before you came on.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So first of all, I just want to give a shout out to D. Smith, man. In person, IRL, got to meet him, man. And that was honestly a very good highlight of the show because, yeah, man, like it's really cool just to meet like fellow people in the space for the first time. Because I also got to meet what's the name? Not Herschel, but what's his name? From
Paul?
BCL. Paul.
Yeah,
Paul had pulled up. That was such like, bro, he didn't even make an announcement about that. So that was actually really encouraging to meet him in person. And it's funny because he said like, I was like, man, I felt like, I'm old obviously, but like, man, I felt real old being there. I said, brother, listen, I'm nearly 40. I feel that way. So listen, it's all good. But it's like, you know what? For the culture, man, pull up. Like all these like young like teens and 20-year-olds running around. I'm now starting to fully see what it's like to, in the kind of Naruto perspective about like generational, atmosphere. Like when you think about like, the Hidden Leaf Village and like all the generations that are represented. Dude, like that was the place to be. And I'll say this though, and I've told people this, like overall, like I did not do well financially, but that was expected. Like I already had that like, emotionally and mentally put away in like in the deck because I knew like that's just how it was going to be. Mainly because like the circumstances of like I didn't have enough like space. Me and my homie who like work on a creator on project together, like we had to split it between us two, and he had one of his homies on, and so like it was 3 grown men at a 6-foot table. So yeah, now you saw the setup, D Smith. So it was was I was working with.
It wasn't too bad though, man. You still had a solid setup.
Well, that's the thing. It's like I had what I was able to have. Like I worked it to the best, but it's like that's like a third, if that, of like my normal setup because I would have my entire cage rack set up on the entire 6-foot table, both my portfolios out, stickers, all that kind of stuff. But again, it's no sweat. Like I'm looking forward to next year. But to critique the actual show itself, it's been 2 years in between since I've been to the last one because the last time I was there was like in 2022, back in wait, it's not 2 years. Like I guess it took me 4. Jeez. Or is it?
Yeah, time's going by fast.
I know, right?
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's crazy. Oh no, it was 2024. My bad. Yeah, so it was 2024, not 2022. 2022 one was part of the Milestone Initiative. Time, really be going fast. But anyway, when it was in Austin, it was dope. It was like actually like a lot smaller than what you saw, D Smith, but like it was still pretty dope. Now, I will admit, a lot more influencers and YouTubers and internet personalities there like that. They big that up, and it makes sense because again, RDC World, like that's what they're promoting. So I respect that. And I got to meet what's his name? I'm forgetting his name. Tony Weaver Jr. Solid dude, really cool.
Yes.
But the setup overall, I really enjoyed because like just being able to see how the halls were broken up. Like you obviously had like the YouTubers and streamers side, but you also had the artist alley basically, which was like not as big as I would hope. Maybe they'll like make that improve next year, and I'm confident they will. But then they had the gaming side, man. Like I was like, I'm not gonna lie, there's part of me is like, yeah, I kind of want to just like go away from my table and like
just hang out,
dominate on some games because like man, it was. I took a couple of like pictures and videos. Like man, this is good. This is like again, this is and I guess I'll say it on the stream, whatever. This is BlurredCon times 1,000. This is everything that people like about BlurredCon, but just like done way more efficiently and way better. And honestly, like I hope BlurredCon, like I'm not gonna lie, like I really want BlurredCon to continue to like boost and get bigger. Not to say it needs to be on the level of DreamCon, but it's like I really do hope, with a good sense and a good, hearted gesture that it does get better. But yeah, everything you need, that is Black Nerd Con Mecca right there.
Yeah, I think it's evolving past it. Is just a must go. Like it's a must go to con. Like
it is. It's a Mecca.
For everybody. Like it's just like it's like a party. You can't miss this party. This is like the biggest party. Like Dragon Con in Atlanta.
Definitely
right?
like Dragon Con.
You got to go to Dragon Con. You got to go to Dragon Con. I think DreamCon has become just like that. Like, hey, you got to go to this like San Diego Comic Con. You got to go to San Diego Comic Con. It's becoming like a must go to event.
This is the first year that I've felt like the biggest FOMO in my life, and I didn't plan to go to Dream or like San Diego, but after everything that's come out, bro, man, like it's just so much stuff. Like, should I even say this on the air? Well, I guess I remember I've already said in the chat before, like, some of the stuff that's came out that I already was privy to. So I won't, just in case some people listen, but I won't say, what it is. But yeah, I was struggling. I was like, man, I want to be there. I want to be involved. I want to be in the mix. And I was like, I was talking to Morgan Happy and said, yeah, man, like you need to make it happen next year. And you obviously have like a lot of a, bigger leg up because obviously being a professional, you're going to apply for a pro badge. And those things last like 4 years each.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And apparently there's levels to it. Like Lee was telling me that like, if like you're a professional, yeah, you get a pro badge, but you still got to pay for it. But when you have like a certain accreditation, and again, I feel like maybe I shouldn't have said his name to like put it out there. But anyway, he was telling me there's levels like certain people, they don't have to pay for their pro badge; they just get it for free.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel you're kind of like, hey, I want to be in the All-Star game, like right?
Yeah.
Put me in starting roster All-Star game.
I want to be around my peers in this industry, man. Like
right.
Yeah.
Right, man. Shit, you'll get that next year. For sure, dude. You're gonna be there next year, and involved in an announcement on the level that we saw this year.
I hope so, because again, like all the stuff that came down, like from, and again, I'm super happy from like the static stuff to Steelbook, which I'm really looking forward to that because like I do know what it's about. I know behind the scenes what it's about, and like I kind of was like, man, I wish I didn't because now I have to struggle with like I need this thing now. It's gonna be hot, so I'm gonna be like hyping it up for like until it comes out. So yeah, definitely this is what we need to be focusing on this community, which again certain entities have been saying, okay, now this is the next phase. Let's let's talk about like phase 3. Let's pre-orders. Okay, cool. Yeah, focus on that. That's all you need to focus on. But we really need to be doing that, educating people, getting people excited, and say, hey, you want these things to continue? Let's show up. Pre-order, pre-order. If you have the financial means, get a pull list.
I know.
True. Is it feeling like sort of like this really is just kind of not the final test, whatever it was, but it feels like kind of put up or shut up, right? This is kind of like, yo, after all this kind of bickering and kind of round table stuff we've been talking about last 5 years.
Yeah.
Here's an opportunity to basically say, okay, well, let's put everything to the test. Let's just put what's the numbers looking like, what's the enthusiasm's looking like, who's just talking shit and who's actually really about it. Is it kind of feeling like that? Like, hey, like this is like after this is kind of like the community is just like, okay, well then this is just kind of like what it's gonna be for the most part. You guys feeling like it was feeling like kind of an edge towards it?
So just to clarify your question, are you saying that like this is like the test? This is like, the defining moment? Is that what you're asking?
I mean, yeah, kind of, because I mean, there's only 2 outcomes, right? The 2 outcomes is, I mean, hopefully, for whatever reason, it doesn't work. And then next year we have the same discussion of DC so white, they don't support the black characters, We get another test trial. Whatever reason doesn't work, and then we're same conversation every year.
Same bullshit.
Same bullshit.
What I think it is they're trying to see, is this gonna break the barrier that they've always said that, oh, y'all don't buy this, y'all don't support that, so we don't make it. regardless. And I think after that other static book that came out, that annual for Milestone, and how that actually broke past, and also the Batman Beyond meets Static, that also broke past as well. I believe that got like two or three, I want to say two printings worth of books for that. So based off of that, they're like, all right, we'll give this we'll give this a shot and see how it goes.
Yeah.
And getting Cody on there, I think, is a good show of good faith.
It
so
is.
We'll see.
It is.
And I think it is smart for them to get one dude book, one girl book. So we have
Hey, listen,
variety.
man. And yeah, and I get what you're saying, because you weren't even trying to play the sexist angle, but like the truth is, it all makes sense, because guess what? Stephanie Williams, let's salute out to the queen, has been she has been on a meteoric rise in regards to her fame and her ability. It is undeniable. So like it just makes sense. I mean, she's kind of like on track. Like she's like yeah, I don't even think it's arrogant to say this. Like she's basically on like the projected track level record in speed as a Ryan Coogler. Because think about it, like right now, Ryan hasn't had a miss. He's just been continually, like, the graph is just going up. Same thing for Stephanie. Okay. And I'm not trying to like wish any bad on them. It's like, they're not infallible. I mean, it can happen, but right now it's like they've had so much goodwill that everything, they are like certified, gains. They're going to be in the black.
Because she already has an Eisner, doesn't she?
Yes.
She already got the Eisner, so she already got pretty much the Oscars of comic books.
Exactly.
So it's I think that's a fair comparison. I mean, for the sake, like, you don't want to turn Barbie into Ben. You know what I mean? Like, like chicks need their books, guys need their books.
Yeah, but it's good for us to have more than just one book.
Yeah.
And two ongoings will bolster things up. Give this a bigger window to gain momentum as well. It's important.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking. I'm excited. By the way, Charles, like I went out and bought some more Static books just because I was missing a few key issues, and I'm like, oh hell no, I ain't paying scalper prices for these other books.
Right.
I hope them compendiums like finally make more traction, and like, because like I would love to have all the compendiums just like done, like the old school milestone stuff. We need to just have them all completed and done, because like I know it takes time, but it's like, come on, I think this would be a perfect time for like people to get traction on that as well. Because even if like, right now, like DC, and also another thing too, I remember like I had this conversation with Marquise. It's like, when we're in the space that we're in now, right now, especially with the Absolute Universe has been like the 8-cylinder like diesel fuel NOS injected engine that's allowed them to make moves like this. It's the reason why they're able to get Cody. It's the reason why they're able to get this ongoing with Stephanie, with Vixen, because of like and that's the reality. And that just shows you that like the discussions about when the finances like justify it, it makes sense. They can do stuff like that when they're like making like such big wins like this. They can justify bringing on, say, like, again, a Charles Stewart, who like maybe has a couple credits, but now we can like have him on like maybe a longer ongoing project. But it's like it all comes down to the finances. It all comes down to it.
Damn. So, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Like the absolute series is pretty much kind of carrying DC on its back in terms of like the sales, relevance, the discussion, and the energy.
It is.
It's almost like, hey, we might as well just convert everything into absolute.
No, I don't think they're there yet. But no, I don't think like. I mean, I'm not a part of those discussions, but like, I mean, that could be a discussion, and I guess there's a legitimate like argument for it. But I would say no, not yet at this point, because for several reasons. Because one, I mean, I don't know if you guys ever talked about this in the discussions, because I've been kind of in and out, but the Absolute Universe is doing good for several reasons. One of the biggest reasons is one, and this is not like a slam on to say like, oh, it's only doing good because of this, but it's the truth. It's because it's the ground floor for a new generation. That is the elusive thing that comics will always chase and never get. It's like, we're always doing like number ones. We're doing doing number one. It's like, where do I start for Spider-Man? It's like, oh yeah, we can read this arc starting number one. Okay. And then like years later, when it's like, okay, they start new number one, it's like, well, what the heck? I thought I had number one. It's like, well, we needed to do that to get you in the door because no one's gonna want to read Spider-Man issue 1049. It's like, oh, okay, I'm out. And that's the thing, is like everybody, including me, as an old head, like I like the idea of like starting at the beginning, but it's like it's impractical, for how Western comics work to like give somebody that map. So they decided, hey, let's have our own like Ultimate Universe, and it's working. Yeah. It's great.
That's true. I can't tell you how many people I like meet. They're saying, "Oh, I'm gonna get started on One Piece." I'm like, that's
sure?
That's 1,000 episodes. Are
you sure you're ready for that commitment?
Right. But they're like, well, no, I want to do it. And it's like, okay. But they know to start at number one. They know which exact starting point to start for the 1,000 episodes. They're not gonna look up, volume 3, volume 4, number 1, volume 8, number 1.
Are you talking about the manga?
I'm sorry, yeah, like the manga. Yeah. They want to read the manga.
I wouldn't even dare to do that. Like I was like, no, I'm just watch the anime and like watch whatever episodes that like I consider, back, or what is it called, filler, and just like run through it in the background. Because for me, I can only watch that series passively because like right now, like I'm still stuck in like a Skypiea or whatever that is arc where they're in the sky.
I think it's an island in the sky.
Yeah, Sky Island. Yeah, whatever that is. Yeah, I'm still stuck there. I haven't even, dude. Like I'm still stuck in like the Chimera arc in Hunter x Hunter. Dude, I just don't like. It's funny because like what's his name? Not Donovan, but who was in the chat recently?
Uncle Jack.
Yeah, Uncle Jack. I forgot his name. Nah, Uncle Jack was talking about, and I swear he be playing this up. It's like, listen, man, I know we old, but like you ain't that old. Talking about I don't got time for a 3-hour movie. Like, come on, man, you ain't even 50 yet. Come on, get out of here. But anyway, at the same time, I get the sentiment. It's like, yo, like I don't have that much time to be like actively investing in watching episodes. Whereas again, a series for like 1,000 episodes, like Hunter x Hunter, like I love that series, but it's like I just be, whenever I get a chance, I'll watch it passively because, like, I don't got time. Like, I still haven't even, caught up to My Hero Academia.
Right. Well, I mean, you're no longer just a consumer; you're a producer.
Yeah,
so you're spending more of your time producing than you're consuming. So,
and that's a good point, bro. I would love to have a discussion with other creators about that because, like, that's one of my biggest things that I honestly feel insecure at times because I'm like, I didn't finish Green Lantern, I haven't caught up. I'm behind. And I'm looking, it's like, oh, I got this volume. It's like, yeah, we're on volume 3 now. It's like, oh my goodness. I'll figure it out.
Right. Yeah, man. I mean, shots fired, CS3. Yeah. Uncle Jack says shots fired.
Yes, absolutely, bro. Don't worry.
But I mean, honestly, we want to segue. I know you guys haven't seen Odyssey, but I mean, I did, and I'll tell you what, it didn't seem like a 3-hour movie when I watched.
No, it didn't. Well,
I didn't seem like a 3-hour movie for me.
Okay, I will say this: there were parts that, like, got me back and said, "Okay, this is a 3-hour movie." But overall, when it like cooked, it cooked. So I was like, "Okay, I'm in." So
okay, my question, both of y'all: is it a mayonnaise movie?
No.
Okay.
And I'm honestly like, and if we're going by the definition, which I think you are, and you can be the one, you can be the one to decide to define it. But like, if I'm, aligned with you, I'm not gonna say it for you. But if I'm aligned with you, no, I think Nolan intentionally made it to where it's not that.
Okay.
Not even because he's trying to be like, a SJW or anything like that, but just like, no, like he no game. He knows like, hey, these are the actors I want. Bam, you can complain on you what. Matter of fact, I bet he was just sitting there like on Reddit and watching like all the comments and just laughing. It's like, like you got to think some of these like Hollywood people, either they don't care and they don't listen to it, or they're like, dude, I'm making money and you're mad. Oh my goodness! Like,
I've seen such a demand for Greek authentic actors and Greek accents and
okay, but the last one from the 90s had an Italian playing the main character, and we didn't say jack about that though, huh?
Because it's close enough. It's close in the region.
I've never seen such a demand for actual Greek ships and Greek accents, and y'all shut the fuck up, bunch of marks, man. Like seriously, you guys got over 100 years of pandering to yourselves, and then sprinkling a little color, and oh my god, the world's gonna end. You know what I mean? I think Nolan handled everything perfectly. He just ignored it. Just ignored everything.
And see, the thing about it is, like,
yeah.
I've actually never. So I told you guys, and I'll say this like publicly as well for the interwebs. I had the most enjoyment from this movie, this experience, because I had no context. Like I never read the Iliad or the Odyssey. I never read, Greek mythology in high school. Like I was jealous that I didn't get to even do that because, like, Greek mythology, man, that's all like the cool stuff. That's the action. That's the Marvel and DC stuff of history when it
Yeah,
comes to
pretty
that
much.
mythology. But having a blank slate, being able to go in very just like uninfluenced, cold, very clean, no influence at all in regards to like my perception of the movie or no context to the story. I enjoyed the mess out of it. And that is why to this day, again, this year, I'm not watching any promotional trailers, any promotional material, for any of these properties that like I'm looking forward to. Because
That's
again,
where we go.
like just off of like the property alone, I'm gonna be going to see Spider-Man. I'm going to go see Doomsday. Just, I mean, again, Marvel's been in the downslope, but no matter what, I'm still gonna like, because again, the goodwill of like phase 1 through 3 earned. I'm still excited to see it. I'm curious, but like after Superman, James Gunn Superman, it killed me. I was like, yo, I can't do this like 5 trailers thing anymore. Giving it
Yeah.
all away, you putting it out there for free.
Right. Yeah, man. It's a good movie. I mean, I like CS3 said. I read the Odyssey in high school. I didn't remember that shit. I didn't remember it. And I had a coworker. I had our friend Jake. He kind of told he loves that story. He told me some bits and pieces. So when it did come up, I was a little bit spoiled. I'm like, oh, that's what he was talking about. Oh, that's what he was talking about there. But it didn't, ruin the whole experience for me. If you guys like movies, man, I think you gotta at least respect the craft, right? You gotta at least expect the IMAX camera, the practical sets, filming the water. Bro, I try to shoot a photo on the beach, trying to have the photo come into the ride the tide into the sand water, ship splashing everywhere. I'm struggling just to get that simple shot. So respect to those guys and boats out there actually with crew and I'm saying rowing them joints. Like you gotta at least respect the craft of filmmaking when it came to the Odyssey. And Uncle Jack says Nolan a champion of Hollywood. Yeah.
As of right now, yes.
Yeah.
Who else is competing? Denny V and Ryan Coogler?
Well, that's exactly because like Ryan, if like he obviously had more years, yeah, it'd be like saying like okay, like the whole like LeBron Michael argument. It's like okay, people still are not going to necessarily say it's like okay, he's the greatest of all time, mainly because like Michael was first, but it's like by record, obviously past his like records, Jordan's record. So it's like yeah, you can say that, but there can always be someone who could top it, but it really comes down to like the time you spent in history. And Ryan, as great as like the catalog he has, it's not really big yet.
Yeah, he's getting there. Yeah. I'll tell you, I'll watch the Odyssey over. I'm never watching Oppenheimer again. I'm never watching that movie again. Never.
Wait, how many times? Seems like a one-time watch anyway.
I saw it one time in theater. I did the Barbenheimer thing. Saw Barbie twice in one day, and then I saw Oppenheimer, the last movie for the day. I'm never watching Oppenheimer again. This Odyssey was, to me, a lot more entertaining, a lot more engaging, more emotional too. I know Nolan's films, he doesn't, people say he doesn't get emotionally, like his actors don't really emotionally emote, for their roles. But I thought, Odyssey, Matt Damon and everyone was pretty much in their bag of making us feel something,
Oh my goodness. Sorry, I just had an epiphany. Man, like not to be a spoiler, but like the one I forget the actor's name, I don't know him, but like the Indian dude who's like Odysseus, like a second in command.
Yeah.
He was actually in Inception. I just realized that he was like in the driver in that scene with it went rolling down.
Yeah. Dude, Nolan be casting his friends, man. I think that's also a benefit.
But
everybody in this film,
they know what to do. It's like
that's Hollywood, man.
Yeah.
That's Hollywood.
But that's the way that I would appreciate it's done. It's like, yo, okay, James Gunn, look, you get your friends, they better deliver like A-grade stuff. It's like, yeah, but it's like it's got to hit. That's the thing. It's like, yo, as long as I get the product of quality, I'm okay with that. Look, as much as like I know people complain about nepotism and all that, listen, that's just how it works.
He did play Genghis Khan.
I hear no smoke for that. I hear no smoke for gods of Egypt.
That thin Fu Manchu
There's
pencil.
no smoke for any biblical movie that comes out, and you see those casts. No smoke for that. I don't want to hear it. They don't have no smoke for none. Like, forget about
Looking like Fu Manchu back in the day.
Are y'all gonna talk about Children of Blood and Bone? Ooh.
Out of my wheelhouse, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I saw some pictures. I just want to say I saw some pictures. Gave me Black Panther vibes and Woman King vibes from what I saw.
Oh, it's the same
Maybe
director.
Avatar, which people who read the book say it's kind of a knockoff.
Wait, Avatar: The Last Airbender or Avatar: Blue?
Oh, Avatar: The Airbender.
Okay.
I saw they did like a little behind the scenes little featurette on their social media. The costumes, they do look better in motion than they did in the stills. In the stills, it was not delivering. It kind of gave like a Spirit Halloween Wakanda kind of thing.
Come on, bro. The
a little bit.
Good.
I don't know. It was the cinema. It was just not looking good in the first stills that came out. But seeing it in motion, I'm like, okay, it looks better in picture rather than a still. I mean, it's got an incredible cast, and it's unfortunate what happened with the author of the book series itself.
Wait, I'm not in tune with like all the drama. I've just seen like highlights and clips and little blurs.
She didn't approve of the movie, and
she basically
I'm predicting it's going to be a bait and switch.
She's disowned the movie essentially. She said, "Don't talk to me about it. Don't. I'm not watching it. I don't support it.
Don't mention me. Okay,
don't mention me.
Okay, yep, that's fine.
Yep,
I'm cool with that.
So, look, it's weird because, I mean, there comes a part where it's almost like what you make is no longer yours to a certain degree, where it just like it grows with the audience, it grows to other people, and they kind of take it and mold it into something else, somewhat. Let's just say like the Michael movie that came out, right? So, Janet Jackson didn't like that movie. She didn't approve that movie.
Yeah.
She hated it. For whatever reason, she was not fucking with the Michael movie. It comes out, people love it, makes $1 billion. I saw it twice in theaters. I'm sure you guys seen it. So, you know what I mean? It's like, well, Janet Jackson disapproved it, so it shouldn't come out. Like, no, I mean, it should still come out.
That's the hard thing, because, bro, be honest, like, if you were in the family and this is like about your life, and this is like these are real life emotional things attached to it, of course you're gonna feel a specific way, and like, it's easy for us to say because, like, again, like, we have no emotional connection to it, we have no emotional stakes in it, so it's easier for to say. It's like, yeah, to have that conversation, like, should it come out or should it not? It's like, I don't think it should be that big of a deal. But I remember back in the day, there was, and I actually never saw the I forget if it was like a series or a movie, but like the Tommy Lee and Pam Anderson joint that came out with
on Hulu. I know what you're talking about.
Hulu. Yeah, I never saw it, but I remember several years ago, like I'll say it, whatever. John Campea, he had basically had his take on it, and I didn't really like the take. And basically, what he said is like, yeah, it's like if it's a documentary style, like, look at like a specific situation that was publicly known, I have no issues with it, like, being like done, because it's obviously done out of a creative standpoint. But I'm like, dude, what if that was your family? What if that was your wife that it was about? Would you be like, oh yeah, no, like, people should know about it? I mean, it was a big thing, because obviously, it's centered around the whole thing about, like, internet, porn, basically. Just like nudity, and just like the invasion of privacy. And that's a big topic, and it, because like at that time, in history, because it was that like early 2000s that really opened the door of that conversation about, like, again, privacy, especially when it came to like the internet flooding in, and that's an important thing. But man, I would be hot if, like, producers like, hey, like, this thing that happened to you and your family, or you and your like girlfriend, whatever, we want to make a public spectacle about it. And it's like, I don't want you to do that. Don't do that. It's like, okay, cool. Well, we don't need your permission, but we're going to do it. But we just wanted to tell you. And that's kind of how it feels. So it's like, we don't get to experience that because we're not attached to that. So like, and we're not like, it's not like we don't necessarily have to feel guilty about that, but it's like, that is something to think about, because I know a lot of people, and I'm gonna be honest, I hate this kind of discussion and take on it, but it's like a lot of people, because I didn't see the Michael movie actually, but like I will eventually. But people were like, oh, they didn't include all like the scandals and stuff, man. Where the scandals at? And I'm like, why do you? First of all, why do you want that? I mean, again, I get it because like it's a part of like his history and timeline. But at the same time, it's like, why do you need to see this? Like, I need to see it complete. I need to see how they're gonna represent it. It's like, no, you just want to like again, like enjoy the entertainment of like again a real life person's like very upsetting and tragic, dealings. Like, I don't get it. That's just weird to me.
Yeah, I mean, this is a good discussion. When do you cross the line of like an artist letting go of their art to the world, or even just personal stories, being your life, personal information being made a spectacle for others to enjoy or to say, "Damn, that's fucked up. I'm glad it didn't happen to me."
Yeah,
or things like that. Oh, what do you think about that, man? Like, what do you think about like the author of Children, Blood and Bone disowning the movie, or like a Janet Jackson saying she didn't want any affiliation with the movie and disowning it? What do you think about like releasing certain things out in the world like that?
I mean, it's hard to. I'm trying to pick the best way to understand the situation, to pick the best words to understand the situation, because it's like when you're emotionally invested, obviously you're gonna have, a love-hate relationship with something, when your emotions are involved. Um, disowning a movie and stuff like that. Honestly, like that's just a showcase of somebody who's emotionally invested and who actually has a lot of their energy invested into that lifestyle, into that field. I think Janet Jackson, that analogy is probably the best bet because it's like she's lived it, you know. And I think what she wanted was the best representation of her brother.
yeah,
Now, to be honest with you, personally, I like the Michael Jackson movie being represented as he's an artist at the end of the day. First and foremost, he's an artist before all of that. The controversies and whatsoever. And it did a great job depicting that. There's other Michael Jackson movies out there that's tearing his image down. And
yeah,
that's where the outrage took place with Netflix. When that movie just came out in theaters, Netflix went and throw on some bum ass shit and create a huge debate over, like I said, man, cancel Netflix. Here's they are trying to tear down Michael Jackson, stuff like that, and here this, that, and the third. Like, I will also watch another Michael Jackson movie before the movie that this recent movie with Jafar that came out. That was
Bro,
called The
he had
American
like
Dream.
3 or 4 of them joints, bro.
Yeah,
Like there's like a whole bunch of people doing them, and they were terrible.
I mean, The American Dream was probably I will take on side the American because they had star-studded cast in that one. They had Terrence Howard, they had Angela Bassett,
Mhm.
they had dude from I forgot his name, but he was young Michael who also played in ATL with Ti in them. But yeah, it was star-studded and stuff like that. But that actually picked that really depict Michael Jackson pretty well in that two-part movie series that was actually on VH1,
That one might have been
and
the good one. I know there
yeah,
was one that was really bad. I was just like, guy barely looks like Michael Jackson.
yeah, you know, but the thing about the American Dream was there was the Jackson family that actually invested their energy into that. Even Michael Jackson handpicked who he wanted, in that movie. This Michael Jackson movie now and stuff like that. The Jackson family still had to be involved because they let the housing, the real estate. I forgot the name of the house, something Haven or something. But yeah, they allow that house to be shot in the movie. So of course, like there had to be some Jacksons involved. And I'm pretty sure when it came to family, it was hard to even get everybody else on the same page. And that's a lot with productions in general. It's just trying to get everybody on the same page because obviously people's energies and emotions and just everybody else is invested into it, and they all want the best depiction of, what they're putting out there. And uh, like Dion said, man, the Michael Jackson movie made billions of dollars and stuff like that, and still in theaters. Uh,
Sure.
when's the last movie you heard that stayed in movie theaters over a 90-day period? Like that Michael Jackson's is a legend. So
Yeah.
people want to enjoy his music and time and here, but I get that Janet Jackson and maybe a few others who feels different about Michael Jackson's depiction and stuff like that. It's just like at the end of the day, it's art. You know, they only want what's good for the people who is invested into that man. Just like um, they got a guy that you told the children. I forgot the name of the title again.
Children of Blood and Bone.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he feels the same way. It's like he had his emotional investment into that movie, and then go ahead.
Oh, the author is she. It's a woman.
She. My fault. Yeah. She had her investment into that movie, and I guess it's like maybe it kind of reminded me of a movie that I watched in Disney. It was about Walt Disney and stuff like that, and the making of Mary Poppins.
Oh yeah.
She had won no part of it, but I guess that when it's being showcased to the audience, and we experienced this yesterday. When your film is showcased to an audience, you forget the impact. It's not about you; it's about the people and stuff. And we saw some jump scares from our film. I'm like, look at the impact. But and I think that that's what Janet Jackson needs to see. I think there was a report that Janet Jackson did see the Michael movie, and she ended up like having to change her heart.
Okay.
In retrospect, possibly. But that's what it is and stuff like that. It's just like trying to using your experience, using your art, using your stories, and broadening it out to a wider audience for a wider appreciation. That's basically why we love movies and why we watch movies, because it's a broader appreciation from an audience.
Yeah, I think Jafar should get nominated for Best Actor.
I agree.
I think so.
I would agree as well.
It wasn't Jafar. That was Michael Jackson on screen. Like, completely, my mind was like, that's Michael Jackson on screen. I didn't feel it was an impersonator, because that's the worst case scenario. It was like, oh, that's an impersonator doing a good Michael Jackson impersonation, but it's not Michael.
Because we see him all the time on the internet. We see him like all those like Michael Jackson accounts.
A billion and one of them. Like Elvis, bro. It's just like Elvis.
Yeah, man. No, D Smith, you got any thoughts on last thoughts on like Children of Blood and Bone, and kind of like the like overall, like how, like what's the responsibility of a creator or even a person having their life be subjected to spectacle for entertainment?
Man, I understand that she had to get a bag and she got screwed over once with Disney and then tried again with Paramount and it didn't work out. All I hope is she got paid. I hope it's not a bait and switch. I hope that it gets sequels, and I hope this opens more, like I hope it does the Black Panther thing. People get inspired. Yeah. We get it. We probably get a few knockoffs.
Well, to be honest, I'm surprised it didn't happen soon.
A copy of a copy of a copy.
I'm surprised it didn't happen soon.
One of those copies will be useful and do something and become something else besides being a copy. But that's more what I hope for. I'm gonna go see it. And I really hope that it's not a bait and switch.
Yeah, I'm gonna go support January. It's like, I know January is the month that movies go to die.
Unless you're Deadpool.
Deadpool is February.
Was it?
Yeah, it was February. Yeah. No, it's February and January. Those are the two worst months.
Yeah. Valentine's weekend, you can get a good amount of Valentine's weekend.
It depends what movie.
Yeah, but everything around the rest of the month, normally tends to fail.
Normally dead. Oh shit! Here we go.
Oh, who's getting up in here?
Oh, Mad Nucleus, yo,
the man, the myth, the legend.
Justimus Prime.
Right
Going on?
It's Justin time. Hey.
Thoughts on Supergirl? Let it rip.
Oh,
Thoughts
no.
on Supergirl?
All right. Hey, CS3.
None, because I ain't seen it and I don't care to see it.
Don't. You gotta duck out.
Would you say?
If you gotta duck out, go ahead. Because Matt Nucleus is gonna. He's gonna talk some DC stuff.
But he's gonna talk about Supergirl, right?
Supergirl and James Gunn.
No, he's not. Apparently.
Oh, you're
I
not?
haven't seen it, but I don't. I mean, what's there to talk about? I can only go by what I heard. I can only go by what I heard.
Okay. I'm surprised you're not boiling hot because you're like, everyone was mad at the Snyder. Here we go. Uncle Jack, take over, man.
Let me duck out.
Hey,
Jack is back.
Hey, nah, brother, turn your camera back on, my boy. Turn that camera back on, brother.
I'm
Where
coming
you at,
back.
brother?
Hold on.
All right.
Justin, turn that camera back on. Take that hat off, bro. Take that hat off, bro. I want smoke. I want smoke, Justin.
Oh man, he's like, I'm putting it out there. Cards on the table.
I want smoke. I want smoke. Uncle Jack versus the Mad Nucleus.
He said,
"Let's go."
He said, hairline. There ain't no windows in the kitchen.
The hairline.
I want all the smoke.
Battle for the hairline.
The battle of the hairline will be on pay-per-view.
My hairline is gone. I'm bald. I don't have a hairline, dude.
Look.
I'm bald. My hairline is gone. I just got back in. So.
Hey, look. It's all good. I'm gonna be there soon, bro.
There
we go. My son got all the hair, man.
Hey, there we go. Next generation.
Prince.
My son got all the hair.
Tell him to take care of it all.
Hey, I'm out of here, bro. I'm just fucking with y'all, man. I'm out of here, bro.
Came in with the hairline scoop.
The battle, man. Uncle Jack, we're gonna have to make that a thing. The battle for hairline.
That's hilarious.
So nobody saw Supergirl, right? Did anybody see Supergirl?
Oh hell no!
I can only go by what I was told. So.
I saw it without paying for it. That's all I'll say. And
you pirated. Just say you pirated.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I see.
That's what everybody does when they ain't got the stream or they don't want to pay for a movie. Just go see a movie.
And that one, cause I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I don't know if everything I'm hearing, because I've talked to so many people. And I was like, but I still want to see it. And I was like, after it got to over 20 people, I was like, all right, let me just check it out. And I was like, I probably would have been a little frustrated paying whatever. Yeah, even if it was a matinee, because man, we got matinees now at $10 now.
$10, I think, for a matinee.
$10.
Yeah, it made less than
ridiculous, man.
It made
it's ridiculous going to the movies now paying $10 for a matinee. Now, who would have thought that we would have been paying $10 now for a matinee? And here we are, right?
Yeah, cost of the brick went up, man. Cost of the popcorn went up.
The perks of this administration. That's all I'll say.
That shutdown screwed us up in every way possible economically, right? We can't go to a movie without checking our bank accounts. It's like, whoop, more movies for about 3-4 months, brother.
So, Justin, did you pay attention to anything for San Diego Comic-Con, brother?
I mean, you couldn't help but to pay attention to everything that they showed. Like, everything was in the news. Not just, Hall H or whatever. It was
caught your eye? How you feel about Green Lanterns? How you feeling about Green Lanterns?
Whenever these start with
go ahead. Go ahead, man.
It looks cheap, man. It looks cheap. It looks like a cheap TV Western, man. And I've said this. Now, I will say the last trailer they showed was the best trailer they showed, but I'm still not sold on that.
Right.
I can agree a little bit. I have a little bit of faith for now. I don't like what they're doing though, man. I don't like this idea of putting Hal Jordan against John and doing the black dude is coming to take my job bullshit.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And I think from both sides, bro. People are not feeling that on both sides.
I mean, can you get another ring? There's multiple rings, right?
That's the thing, bro. We have 10 other Green Lanterns.
Yeah.
And we already established Guy Gardner, so you already made that not make sense. You already made that not make sense.
Hey, maybe we're doing like slide and scale peacekeeper continuity. Is it peacekeeper or
Peacemaker?
I don't say
Peacemaker.
peacekeeper.
No, it's all good. So I know why they did it, right? They're doing Rebel Ridge with a little bit of Alien. Rebel Ridge meets Yellowstone meets Green Lantern. It's kind of what
I thought they were going for True Detective, or maybe that was
yeah,
just like
True Detective. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, they said that they aiming for True Detective, but I don't like that angle, bro. I really don't, bro.
Yeah.
Well,
really
it's supposed
Both
to.
of them are worthy of wearing the ring. I really think they should have did is a buddy cop with John and Guy, and did Lethal Weapon instead.
Oh, that would have been okay.
That would have made more sense.
Mm-hmm.
Way more sense.
But the funny thing is, you got to do a lot of work because you got to establish John as like the straight man and obviously the heavy at times, and like obviously like Guy is just like
Hey, could CS3? Could you see them both like in a patrol car, a green patrol car going over the hill like Starsky and Starsky?
There's actually the ring. It's the green. It's the ring patrol car.
I'm not gonna lie. I would enjoy that. I would enjoy that. Like, because if you did it from that perspective, and like, it doesn't have to be like super goofy, but just enough. Because like, okay, we know the buddy cop movie tropes. So like, play up on that. Obviously, like Green or Lethal Weapon, Rush Hour, So like you said, Starsky and Hutch, all that. But then get the Green Lantern stuff in there. Don't be afraid, and like, make it a space cop, galactic, buddy cop movie. But again, budget too.
Budget, yeah. The Western was affordable.
Exactly.
It was affordable.
Well, y'all forget WB got no money, so what money was they gonna spend on that?
Very
that's
true,
why I say
still about to get
what's
bought.
what's the use of making a show or a movie that's supposed to be in outer space when you can't afford it? Anything with space in it is gonna cost some money. Space and robots, that's gonna cost money. All types of tech gadgets, that's gonna cost money.
So here's my
I'm gonna have
question.
to AI that No Country for Old Lanterns. I'm gonna have to AI that as a concept art. That's funny.
Okay, I'm gonna ask this question. How do y'all feel about especially with obviously Nolan coming off a win, practical effects? I actually posted something not too long ago that I saw like on Threads, and then I even posted on Instagram. But like there was like this Asian girl with like or actually it was like Asian girl, but I saw like another one with this Asian dude with like I guess like a Rashurigan toy, like the Naruto like power move, whatever.
Oh yeah.
And it looked real. I was like, that's sick, and it's like practical. It's like physical. There wasn't any like AI or any like type of like CGI editing. And in my mind, it's like there are several things where I'm like, okay, it would probably take a little more effort, but it would look better in the end, and maybe it would be even cheaper. Because like think about it, the most expense that a movie usually has in its budget outside of actors, is the production, and part of that expense, the huge expense, comes to like the effects team, because it takes so long, it takes so much like rendering power and computing for all that to take place. So I'm wondering, like, are we in an age now where like if people would like invest in practical effects? And honestly, that's the whole thing, the exploration of like movie magic, that's honestly I think dead at this point. Like think of all like the documentaries we've seen with like Star Wars and like what's it called? I'm trying to think of some other movies, but like that have used practical effects, and like the behind the scenes stuff just blows your mind. Like I even think about like in Independence Day, man, love that kind of stuff. Like love that kind of stuff that like Spielberg would even work in with like Jurassic Park. It's like we've lost that magic and exploration. Like the Jim Henson company, I think is that dead, or is that still around?
No, they're still around.
Okay, they're still around.
Get folded into Disney, Jim Henson.
I think they splintered.
Okay.
Off. I think like a segment of the people splintered off to go do something else. But they Disney owns the rights to his characters. But the people that used to do Jim Henson stuff, they own the right to his name, and they do their own little puppetry game, I think it is.
Yeah, they have a factory. They do there's a Jim Henson production team where they still do practical effects for movies and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, because I recently saw like a thing like on Instagram, and I had to repost it. But basically, Guillermo del Toro was talking about like, yeah, none of this AI stuff. Like, I'm not for it. Get it out of here. But more so, it's not even the fact because like he was mentioning, it's not even the fact about like
Probably.
people losing jobs per se, or like who gets jobs, who doesn't. But it's more so about the fact, dude, the history of the involvement of learning the craft when you like cut out a generation to actually like learn that, participate about that, and even like appreciate that, you cut off the history. You literally cut off the history of like production and exploration of the medium. And it made me think about like the Avatar say. It's like, man, you get killed in the Avatar say, the whole line disappears. I was like, yo, we need the new generation to really appreciate that because like if they get to the point where it's like this is what I'm grown up in. I was immersed in this. I grew up with this, and that's all I know, and I'm okay with that. I mean, it's not necessarily an indictment on that generation, but it definitely is like then it's kind of lost because then it just like continues on and proliferates.
Yeah, it could be. That's a real danger of it becoming a lost art form. Practical effects.
Yeah.
In the craftsmanship. I mean, just Hollywood's shrinking in general. Like, there's a lot of positions could be a lost art form of like gripping graph, set design.
Just think about how low budget movies had to be their most creative. Like old horror movies that cost like $500,000 to make or even less, and they were using like vegetables, for exploding heads and chopped off arms and stuff like that. It was crazy how realistic they made that look and stuff like that. This was back in the 80s and stuff like that. And they became cult hits. And, if there was to release them now in movies and stuff, or you adjust the stuff in inflation, these would be mega successes because of what they had to work with, They didn't have millions and millions of dollars to do all that stuff back then. Well, they did for some stuff, but they weren't really sold on them. But they gave them a shot with a very low budget, and you had to make do. And that's where all the creative people, all the people who had all these crazy ideas, and they worked because it's horror. And just about anything works in horror as long as you're giving somebody that factor or that scare factor or that, And then there was other stuff that came into play too. So
to this day,
it's very much a lost art form.
To this day, I still get freaked out when I watch like certain scenes in Total Recall, the Schwarzenegger movie, where like he like did the whole like head jump. Get freaked out.
Granny head off.
Yeah.
But they spent some money on that movie, so that right there doesn't really count. But I get what you're saying. It looked that movie they spent some money on, and plus you had Arnold Schwarzenegger in it. You were gonna spend some money.
Yeah. But I guess what you're saying, yeah. But no,
and
like
so
yeah, like even aliens, like I think that's like one of the coolest things to find out. It's like, okay, how are we gonna design this? Like how are we gonna make it? It's like, okay, for like the face huggers literally took crab legs, painted like over them and everything, and like got like other like basically they took an approach like, okay, what's like very like alien looking, but also something that's like known. It's like, okay, kind of like a spider, but like with crab legs, but also like it has this like tentacle like tail that wraps around the neck, and like I think they kind of like reference obviously like an octopus arm or whatever. So like so it's like they use like little stuff like that. Use like octopus like arms and fish guts and stuff like that just to kind of like get that feeling of things that are real. And that's an ingenuity. That's like literally the creativity, like working around the clock in real time to figure out how are we going to make this feel real with what's in reality, because we don't have CGI at the point like to where it is now.
I do want to add. I wanted to add something real quick to you guys' discussion because like what's funny about the Green Lantern aspect was like Ryan Reynolds was Green Lantern and he didn't have to have an actual suit. They CGI that shit. Which is, kind of letting you know the priorities between executives and producers. And and we just gotta, remind ourselves there's a team of people that's green lighting, pun intended, I guess.
Pun intended.
Yeah, saying we spend all the money on Ryan Reynolds, but we can't afford to get him a practical suit, so we're just gonna CGI the shit. All right, whatever. But for what's going on in Hollywood, man, the practical effect life is still going on because there were some movies they released last year and this year that had some practical effects in there. Obsession being one of them. There were some gore
Yeah,
scenes that took place in there that actually
the,
took practical effects. Backrooms
the
is one of
budget was
them
low.
that had practical effects in that one. Last year was about Terrifier, which is heavy on practical effects. So there's still an art out there. There's still jobs out there. They're just moving to a different genre, and wherever this work can be found. I mean, Odyssey, that also is a costume design. That's work for people that had to design that much armor for a staff of many, you
Yeah.
know, But the practical effects are art and stuff like that. It's moving to not only just different genres, but it's also moving to different industries too. This is where Universal and a lot of theme parks are kind of just taking the ideas and stuff like that and moving some of those practical effects into their whole like they're fully sold experiences. They're trying to create experiences for people and stuff like that. So there's where there's room for people to just transition, especially if you're in the art of makeup effects, costume designing, and practical effects, of course. Because there was some stuff that took place at Universal from like with Five Nights at Freddy, which is also a Jim Henson thing. They helped out with Five Nights at Freddy with the puppeteering of the characters and stuff, which also translated very well at Universal when they made the experience there as well with practical effects. So I mean, it's nice that the art is still there. It's just transitioning over time.
Yeah, we actually did some practical effects for our last major short film we did, Glitchy Mina, where the main character had his finger basically cut off from some scissors. And I mean, we didn't really have the experience to kind of do that realistically. And at first we were kind of like, well, you could, AI it to get it cut off, but then we found like a real legit makeup artist, gorgeous Liv, great makeup artist here in 757. We were able to get her to do the effects, and she did a bang up job. I think I can.
That looks crazy. All right, Benny.
Yeah, so the finger was cut off, like the bone was showing, it's blood, and it was like it looked really, really good, and we were really glad that we were able to afford to have her to do that effect. But like CS3 said, if we continue on this path of using AI or using other resources, that it's it could become a lost art form where it's just people don't know how to do it.
I think it's just going to become more niche.
That's all.
I think they'll still.
But a niche eventually becomes dead. That's the thing.
Not always.
Not always, but there's a lot of things. I mean,
yeah. So only time will tell.
Yeah. One of the things that I practically think about that in the next 50 years, and this is just me, maybe I'll be wrong if I'm around that long, I think cursive will just die out. Unless it's literally
technically.
You said what?
Is it dead?
It already has technically outside of outside of signing papers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Completely, because that's what I was about to say, outside of signing papers, but it's practically that means nothing to a generation. It's why do I know how to read and I know how to write, but why do I need to write in cursive?
They barely could do that. Next generation.
Shit, I ain't gonna lie, I can barely do it nowadays either.
Man, I mean, the less you write, the more that's gonna go away. So yeah, it's fading away. It's pretty much almost a dying art form. Just writing
the fonts on computers, you could still do it on a font.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
yeah, but you're not actually doing the skill level of doing it.
Of actually doing it yourself. No, that'll be gone.
Yeah, a whole lot of stuff is changing, and we just now realizing as we just talking about it, right?
Right.
Speaking of which, since I got all y'all here, how y'all feel about this new AI tools coming out, man? Because I be on Instagram, and some of these be actually quite good. Got the Crow interacting with Blade. Got Super Mario looking like Goku, beating up turtles, Ninja Turtles, and it looks pretty good. Mm-hmm. And it's only gonna get better, and it's only going to stick around more and more. So my question to y'all that I had with Donovan, if AI is the only thing you have, do you use it?
You might not
And we're
have a
talking about
choice.
sorry.
Okay.
And we're talking about in regards to the creative sense, or are we talking about in general? Or are we talking about in the most broadest general sense?
Creative sense, man. Like if the only tool you have to make what you want is AI stuff in different type of fonts and different type of styles, how how do you best implement that for yourself to create your visual or whatever you want to create image? And what are the repercussions and what are the pros and cons of it? I'll say it that way.
Okay. Uh, Let me go in. Let me just say this, and maybe I'll have to get a slap on the hand for this. I'm not trying to like get too down in the weeds of like semantics, but it's like, okay, you're saying it's the only tool. Are you saying that like I can't use analog? I can't use pen and paper.
You can, but you may not be skilled in it, and it may take more time. This is more cheaper, more effective,
Okay. All
saves you
right.
more costs and money.
Okay.
Every aspect.
Yeah, I think I would, me personally, and again, it's like if I'm, going to adhere to this scenario, I would literally try to figure out ways of like, okay, what, like assume I'm like a newer generation too. Like I'm like whatever's going to come after Gen Alpha. Say I'm a new generation, I'm immersed in this, whatever. I think me personally, I'm going to try to figure out, okay, what is the extent of what I can do with this tool, and then I want to explore as well to see, well, what can it inform me? Maybe that's not even like a reality to have. It's like, how could you like think that way if this is all you have? But I think for me, like playing with like very technical things, I think would be a really fun thing to do. Like for instance, like when it comes to like doing the comic art stuff, I've told people this, like, I don't like AI, but the only thing I could see myself like feeling good about morally, I guess, is like, okay, working with like, perspectives and backgrounds, because there's a lot of technical stuff. Because yeah, I was talking to a homie and we were talking about, yo, at one point, and people are still using it, but at one point, everybody in like the industry decided, yeah, we're doing SketchUp backgrounds. Forget this, man. I'm working on Spider-Man monthly. I'm just trying to draw Spider-Man. I'm trying to have fun. But obviously he's in New York. He's swinging. Throw up that SketchUp 3D model in the background. Boom, done. And people have done it to where it looks legit. It looks good. It doesn't feel like, plastic and fake. And they've even added their own touches. And that's made a pretty, big significant move in like, the production line. But then you have the discussions like, oh, you can't do that. That's cheating. It's like, why? I mean, I could draw it technically. I can actually do that exact same quality by hand, but I can have a faster, efficient flow. So then it comes down to that. But going back to your question, it's like, yeah, I think I would want to explore what the tool can offer, and then I want to see like, okay, well, how can it inform my own natural skill? Like, what can I learn from it to help bolster my skill?
Okay. Oh, thoughts?
You know what? I've always had a 1v1 with myself about this AI stuff. I think we all can agree that we have a 1v1 about ourselves about it, because it's like, there's some of us that look at AI as almost like we're summoning demons from, from a seance circle or some shit. And there's some of us who are in the tech world is seen as a great assistive or a conceptual assistant. I use it a lot for assets, to help me create assets. It's almost like using AI to make your Lego block so you can create your own masterpiece with it. And I think that's a good way to look at it from that endpoint. But I was I was skeptical about AI, because it's like I had my back and forth with us. It's like it's not human generated, but then again, you need human ideas to help for AI to help you with your ideas. So it's like there's no AI without HI, which is human intelligence, when we're the intelligent factor of that. And there's idea in this panel of us Black excellence creators, stuff like that. We have the ability to take our ideas out of our head and put it into concepts. put it in a theory, put it in whatever you like, and then get to a point of finalizing it where it is, backed by a team or just yourself or however you see fit. But honestly, like I think what AI is doing right now is, yeah, there's a in the industry factor, it is going to be a job killer. It's going to kill a lot of jobs. That is a nightmare that I think multiple generations could be aware of and understand. But at the same time, AI is probably going to create more jobs for people because it's creating opportunities for you to take your ideas and move it up. Now there is a slop community where we're seeing nasty work done with AI. I'm seeing full on food menus used all AI. The chicken don't look real. The fries don't look real. None of this shit look real. But you said, hey, this is what we make and stuff. I said, I think you could use assets from AI to help you with your menu. I mean, you could easily just hire somebody to take pictures of your food and put it together and stuff, but to do completely AI stuff like that, I'm totally against that. To help use AI as assistance, I'm agreeing with. And I'm not gonna lie, Dion has put me on to this app called Sunos and stuff like that, which is the music portion and stuff, And I'm coming from a DJ background, and I had my internal battles with that because it's like it's also going to kill the creativity in music, but however, it also create some new ideas as well, or you can create assets. And the fact that you could actually create assets by creating like taking stems and stuff and produce your own shit, take vocals out or take drums out and replace it with something else. Like it's getting people more and more into the lab of their creativity and doing more creative stuff. And like D Smith has mentioned, having seen Ninja Turtles fight, I don't know, Batman or in a kung fu well, I mean, those are great ideas, but to me, I look at them as conceptuals. But as us all together collectively, no, we can easily turn it into uh, a short film or maybe like a TV, like a 12 episode TV series or something like that. That's the ability that we have, and we all have that same power. It's almost like we all have the same controller to be able to do the same moves now, and that's that's cool. There's a cool factor and there's an uncool factor of AI, but the way that we use it and stuff like that, I don't think that we should let society dictate how we use it. We should be able to like look at it and kind of see it with face value, kind of take it as like, hey, it's a tool. It's a rapidly advancing tool that's helping us with our ideas and our visions and whatever things that you could think of, it can help you get done. And that's what I feel like AI is supposed to be, is an assistant tool.
Like that answer, oh. I'm the same way. I look at it as a double-edged sword. I was on Instagram the other day and I saw like someone had made something that looked like Dragon Ball Z. It had two black kids fighting. I was like, damn. And someone said something in the comment section, 13-year-old me would holler. And imagine if we had access to do or even see something like that when we were 13. So it's a little worrisome. I do agree, but I also find it very interesting. Donovan?
I don't really have a long answer for this. Is use whatever you have. If people use AI, cool. If they don't use AI, cool.
Well said.
That's all I got.
Simple.
Nat Nuclei, you got anything on this?
Well, let's take it back to about, let's say, I don't know, 25 years ago, when computers and then cell phones became accessible and affordable for everyone. You could be the brokest person in the world, but have a computer, a cell phone. That's when you should have saw the signs of AI slowly but surely taking over. And like y'all said, it's a double-edged sword. It's pros and cons to everything. There's pros and cons to AI. And we can dive into the pros and cons of that. But like I said, when everybody had access to the internet and computers, that's when everybody should have opened their eyes and said, yeah, we might be on the verge of a real life Skynet, but we don't know when. But AI is definitely here. But it was in its infancy stages in the 90s when Windows 95 and 98 or whatever, and it was mentioned here and there in passing. But you knew that something like that was coming. You could just feel it. A lot of people ignored it. Some people waved it off, but they knew in back of their mind that AI was coming. And now look at where we are now. It took probably longer than expected, but here we are.
You know what's crazy? The fact that this conversation even predates the 90s. Because, like, you know, all the stuff you brought up was legit. Because you remember, like, we were around for, like, the Y2K discussion. Well, no, even before that, because like, okay, so what I'm thinking about, because obviously like AI and like robotics and you know that whole like theme, that all that kind of stuff, like in literature. When did Isaac Asimov when was he around? Like that dude, because you know he wrote like, yeah, when was he around? Was that like in like the 1920s or something like that?
Well, yeah, he was born in the 20s, I believe, and you know lived up until 1990, I believe. He died of AIDS,
really?
I think. But I mean, he wrote. Didn't he write 1984?
Oh, okay, yeah,
was
he
that
died in
somebody?
92. Okay, you're right. Yeah.
He died in
Okay.
90 or something like that.
But whenever
yeah,
he wrote like he one some of his like biggest like pieces, like I'm trying to look up some stuff right now, but like his thoughts about like that whole concept of like you know science fiction and future,
yeah.
even from a dystopian perspective, yeah, that was like around like the 19 like you know 40s and 50s. And man, like I
Yeah.
Dream of Electric Sheep and you know I Robot, all that kind of concept stuff that really came in. And then the fact that we got like you know the Wachowskis like you know Matrix series that even furthered it. And then now
Yeah.
we're in a point where like science fiction is no longer relegated to like some of the things we've seen in entertainment. It's now science fact. Like the idea of like
Blade Runner.
yeah, well, we're not there yet because that's definitely like, far dystopian. But yeah,
Oh,
this is
that's
the idea
coming.
of like, and we'll see because like I've always liked the idea of like, man, like what is a positive version of? Because I was looking this up because like you think about like for instance like thematic and story wise, cyberpunk, that term itself, like when
Yeah.
I looked at it, I was like, wait, what does that mean? The idea of cyberpunk is literally the dystopian negative view
Yeah.
of technology immersed in society. But I was wondering like what is the opposite of that? And I looked it up and it's something really cool. It's actually a term called solar punk.
Solar punk.
Yeah, I was like, yo, like what? Because like, what if they made a game called Solar Punk? That would be dope.
There are some. There are some.
Oh, there are some.
There are some. Just look on Steam. There's quite a
Okay,
few of them.
I'll have to look it up.
It's taking off, bro. It's a thing. It's a thing. It's just like any subgenre. It's just small right now, like steampunk and all those other ones. But yeah, solar punk. Yeah. Me and Majid, we be talking about that quite often.
Okay, that's dope.
Right.
But yeah, the point is like it's here, and it's crazy to think that like it used to not be here. We live like, and again, it's most of us who are like millennials, or I don't know where everybody's at as far as like age wise, but most of us are millennials, maybe cuspers. But I just think about how we had a life in the beginning that was completely analog, and now look at us now. We're having a chat online. Could you imagine us like talking to like our like 8-year-old selves? Like, oh yeah, one day, you know, imagine your little Game Boy in your hand and you could actually talk to your friends.
Yeah,
that's
and you
true.
could see, and you could see them. We'd be like, what? That's cool. I mean, that's Star Trek, but that's cool.
Yeah. But all right, guys, I think get to the main event. We're an hour 43 minutes in. I'm starting to feel a little bit. But the main event, man, San Diego Comic-Con, Ryan Coogler, Black Panther 3. Y'all saw the casting choice. What was his name? David Johnson.
Yep.
What do you guys think about T'Challa Jr., David Johnson, Black Panther 3, 2028? What's up? How y'all feeling? Wakanda never, Wakanda forever. What we doing here? Go ahead, man, Nicholas. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, Justin. You look irritated.
You want me to?
Yeah,
I mean, they should have. I think they should have recast it. Looking back on it, recast it T'Challa after Chadwick Boseman's death, and I know a lot of people probably wouldn't accept it. But now that I think of it, the name, the guy that I thought would have been a perfect replacement for him, or the closest thing to perfection, would have been Aldous Hodge or his brother Edwin, because they both fit the criteria with Black Panther would have looked like. You could have casted them as probably any quintessential Black hero in comics, period, if you was to go that way. But since they didn't go that route, you know, it was like, okay, what do they do now? And I saw this guy and I said, he probably could be a T'Challa Jr., but, you know, does he really look convincing as a hero? I mean, when I saw him, he's a little short, probably a little stocky. You know, what little I've seen of him, he looks like he's a pretty decent actor. So I really have kind of mixed feelings of it. But do you think it would, this movie would be on par with the first movie? Because the first movie was peak cinema. Second movie,
I think it will. I think the second one had to deal with a lot. I think this one, Denzel Washington's in it. I mean, T'Challa Jr. stepping up to be the new Black Panther. I think it's going to be back to scheduled programming in this third one. I think it's going to knock it out the park.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think, D. Smith?
Being honest, I don't care. I hope that it's good. He wasn't my pick either. The guy from Snowfall.
Damson Idris.
Yeah,
wanted him.
Yeah, he looked like T'Challa to me. I wanted him to play Black Panther. We'll see how it goes, man. Like I said, I'm done with Marvel either way. So I'm showing up for the culture. I'm showing up for the culture, and I'm hope that it's good. But if it isn't, that just tells me I don't need to come outside no more, even for Black Panther.
What, you tell me you're not going to wear your dashiki outside, man, in December?
I wear my dashiki outside on Juneteenth.
Oh man, CS3, how you feeling about the casting, man?
So again, since I wasn't paying attention to a lot of like the stuff that was dropping, again, it just came out, so I knew, you know, because like people posting stuff, or I think it came out in the chat. You guys had posted, and that was fine for me. But I'm not gonna lie, like similar to D. Smith, I'm gonna see it no matter what.
Yeah.
The casting I'm cool with because again, oh boy, like he hit out the park for me in Alien Romulus.
Yes, sir.
What's his name?
Yep.
But honestly, yeah, like I'm waning back and forth. Was like, yeah, like we should just at this point move on. Like, why are we doing like the? And in one sense, it makes sense. It's okay because here's the thing: it's almost like half the members that we're gonna have, like, or at least like I don't know because I don't know who's like all coming back, but like some of the young actors, half of them are legacy characters. Like we got like Hawkeye, what's her name, Haley Steinfeld, who's basically a grown woman now. So it's like that Young Avengers thing is thrown out the.
That's gone.
Yes.
She's gone.
Yeah, we're not. They missed the window.
All of them are now grown.
Yeah, they're all like
you
full adults.
You're not gonna see Ironheart again.
No, we're not seeing her.
You can't go back. You can't go back to back in the days when they were casting 30-year-olds to play 16-year-olds.
Well, technically, this new actor is 30, gonna play 16.
Exactly.
Yeah.
16. That's what I'm saying. Like, why are they? Nobody's gonna believe that he's in his teens. You know, especially when he got facial hair, they're gonna have to tell him to shave his mustache just to keep him look young.
He's 32 now. He'll be 34 when
and see, that's the problem too. Is like the whole casting thing, because like, and I know like we're talking about Black Panther, but on a little like a side note, whatever.
Yeah, go for it.
Old girl who played in Sinners, I can't think of her name, but like she was like the mayor in like the Batman.
Pearline.
She
was Bella Real in Batman. Jamie Lawson.
Yeah. Jamie Lawson.
She's a good actress.
Fine sister. Like beautiful looking, great actress. I'm not gonna lie to you, like it made me smile a little bit because like I actually found this out. She actually went to the high school I went to. She went to Duke Ellington. She's an Ellington alum. So I was like, oh my, and she's from DC. Now, and honestly, like in my heart personally, I would say, yeah, like she's my only choice. Like they're gonna cast a Storm actress, like currently right now, it would be her. Problem is, and again, this is nothing against her. This is just me thinking practically. She's in her late 20s.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like, yeah, like she would need to be like in her early to mid 20s, cast now,
she'll
ready
be
to
30
come out
next year.
Yeah. So like cast now and ready to come out next year. That's how I see this working. That would have had to been like the move. Like they should have like if like for the X-Men stuff. So I think she's kind of past that window. Which again, it's not impossible, obviously, but it's like for me, it's like okay, if we're gonna have like pivotal characters going forward, you need to start casting young. You need to start casting young because like it's ridiculous. Like these time scales. Like again, going back to Uncle Jack's whole point. Like okay, as much as he makes a joke about it, it is real. It's like we only got but so much time. Like Paul from like BCL was talking about, yo, like when he was like dealing with his soul stuff, when like the first Black Panther movie came out, yo, he was wondering, like, is he even gonna be alive to see this?
Right.
And to God's glory, man, he was able to see even like the second, which he hates, but it's like still the point is
who you talking about?
Paul from Black Comic Lords, like he's one of the hosts on there, older gentleman.
Okay.
But yeah, he was saying that like when you get older, you get to a point where it's like because of the scale, the time scale for like some of these productions come out, you may not even be alive to see it. Think about it. We're not gonna look. The third installment of Spider-Verse is coming out. Was it next year or 2027?
Oh, I think
it's been how many years since?
Right.
Yeah. Think about Blade, man. I told
kids
people
who
that
are in
movie
their
was never
teens are
getting made.
now about to be old enough to drive.
Yeah.
Seeing this movie.
Black Panther 2018. So 28, we finished the trilogy. 10 years.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Years
what about Blade, man?
Huh?
I thought that was never getting made.
Yeah, Blade's a done deal.
Oh, Balade? Yeah, that's not even made. Balade.
Balade.
Man,
I mean,
you bring up
different things because like it ain't what it was supposed to. And you know what? I don't know. Like I would love to see like in the annals of time. Like let's look back and Mahershala Ali like giving his commentary on that. It's like okay, my contract's up. I don't got to retain or anything. I can talk about it. Yeah, I was mad. I was irritated.
Man,
that's got to be one of the biggest fumbles.
I don't agree with a lot of things that I think it was Robert Burnett and John Campea was talking about Blade. They said the one problem with Blade is how are they going to explain putting vampires in that type of universe? And I was like, I mean, because you can't just water down. You can't water down Blade to fit it in that universe. You have to up the universe's ante to fit Blade.
Witches and magic and stones. Come on,
right?
You know,
I don't agree with. I don't.
We're talking about vampires and blood, dude.
I mean, if the
like I said,
hide, vampires can hide too, right?
Exactly. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. D. Smith, I'm on you like 1,000%. And honestly, again, as much as I appreciate like Campea and like Robert Meyer and all their like commentary, and again, I get it. Like they're big dudes up in their industry, or whatever, and like their perspectives are like lauded. But I'll be honest, that comes out as a very basic, like uninspired, uncreative like mindset. It's like, are you kidding me? You can't think of anything? Because here, I'm gonna tell you this.
I mean, it's something. I don't know if it's that, but it's something.
You saying
well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Think about this.
The
first Blade movie,
vampires?
the first Blade movie was a roadmap that they should just continue and follow. Because guess what? The one interesting thing about the vampires in that movie, and I'm talking about the vampires, not Blade himself, is that they were pretty much what propped up the movie. Because I know I've had a lot of people like critique because. I know one specific YouTuber was like, yeah, Blade is a character, even though like the movie, the first one, with Wesley Snipes is seen as incredible, and it is. But if you think about it, Blade is not really that like. Hear me out as I say this. He's not really that interesting of a character in the sense of like his character. Like he's cool, he's awesome, but he's not fleshed out. And obviously,
he doesn't have gravitas, is what you're saying.
No, it's not that. No, not that. He has that, and he obviously has like the riz, so to speak, in that particular manner in which like Wesley portrayed him. But the fact is, like the reason why like he's interesting is because of the surrounding cast around him. Think about it. The vampire factions are way more interesting to him because you literally have a story within a story. What's going on in the story? The story is that okay, you have this vampire society that's working in the shadows, but then you have the division between the old generation and the new generation. The new generation is represented by Deacon Frost. He's got these clubs. He's like, yo,
rebellious.
like Why are we like, kowtowing to like the society of humans? These people are food. Why are you guys being so like, cowardice about this? And it's like, no, 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 no. The old guard. So you're already like thematically, you literally have like a conversation between generations. That's already a story grab. So that's way more interesting than like Blade's character per se. But it makes Blade cooler because like he's obviously got to go against all of that. Now, when it comes to how you introduce vampires in the MCU, think about it. You literally do like the scroll style. Because guess what? When people talk about, oh yeah, they want to introduce scrolls, a non-comic person's like, well, that doesn't make sense. That's too far-fetched. That's goofy. But it's like, no, you can do that. You just introduce like, no, these people throughout the MCU that you thought were just normal, no, they're scrolls. Same thing, the vampires. I would love to see established characters that we already know about, in the MCU. They're not like obviously like have like established alter egos or whatever, but they're vampires. Like, I would love to see like the girl who in like Iron Man 3 who was like the reporter, like say like in between that time, like she's still in the universe, but then you find out that she's actually a vampire. Just little like,
I think they already see when they did that with the scrolls. I think they're scared of doing that because I remember them talking about it on the internet and they was ripping a new one in that concept. So I think they're scared of doing it.
But
and
guys,
they're not going to take that risk again.
Well, it's not the scrolls. That's the thing. It's like you just
not?
like, yeah, they're not. Yeah, the vampires are not like the scrolls. I'm just saying in that vein of like, oh no, they're there, but it's like it's that secretive. Like I would love to
that's
see
what I'm
like
saying. They're
people
not
like
going to
in,
take that risk again. I don't think they're going to take that risk
Isn't
again.
there vampires in Moon Knight, the Disney Plus series?
No.
Doesn't Ethan Hawke play a vampire? I didn't watch it, but
no.
Moon Knight deals with vampires though.
Well, yeah, but like, no, obviously, like in like the Disney Plus, like the What If series, yeah, we got Mahershala. The only time we got Blade technically in the, not really MCU.
And then we had Werewolf by Night. That was a one-off.
Yeah,
and then we have freaking Agatha, who's a witch.
Right. If we could,
I know we got the Halloween
witches,
crew, so why not?
They went Harry Potter with that, dog.
And monsters.
Yeah. So
you telling me
what's
we
the big
can't
fucking
have
deal?
fucking
There's already vampires in the
vampires?
universe. Like that's
Yeah.
That's some bullshit.
It's something. If it ain't there, it's something that they're not seeing or they're missing with it. It's something that they can't come to a decision with. It's something.
That's a symptom of paralysis by analysis. Like
they may have they probably not gonna talk because it ain't because the movie's not made and we didn't get to see a movie, but they may have had a Supergirl type scenario on it, and they probably found out before they got it in production. Where the writer was writing some whatever it was that they was writing, and it was like, I don't think this will be it.
I'll be honest. I am actually very glad that Blade did get canceled, didn't came out, because what we got in the end, I think, was Sinners.
Yep,
the end result of that was a much better.
That was way better.
And plus, the thing is, you got to understand something. The first Blade film set such a high standard for vampire movies. We have never seen nothing like that ever before that. There's been vampire movies. If you watch those movies, I'm not really into vampire movies per se, but some of the ones that I've seen tried to copy what Blade was doing because it set such a high standard with blood raves and cyberpunk kind of, techno type action and stuff like that. They've been trying to imitate that ever since. And that set such a high standard for vampire movies. They look at that and be like, if we could get anything similar to that, that would be great. And Marvel knows that, it has to be perfect. And they've looked at all those scripts and probably said, I don't think this is what we want to do with it. They backed out of it. So
Ryan Coogler had it. We got the Blues.
But that was more so of a period piece though.
But still,
right.
Okay, really quick question. Okay, even with Sinners now thrown in the mix, top 3 vampire movies, because like now the Sinners came out, maybe it has to change a little bit for me. But I'll just say for me personally, before Sinners, my top 3 vampire movies, and I'll go from like, least to greatest. Bram Stoker's Vampire or Dracula. Yeah. As old as the movie is, I really appreciate how that was done. Lost Boys.
Oh, yes.
And then Blade. Those are like in my heart until Sinners, I was like, every other vampire movie that comes out doesn't mean anything to me. These movies are the standard for me when it comes to displaying vampires in these 3 different forms.
There's one that you've missed, and I understand if you've never seen it, but you got to put Fright Night in there.
Oh no, I haven't seen that. Okay.
Fright Night. I mean that was more so a sensual, more so of a intimate kind of sensual story, but it's a vampire movie. It's definitely a when you think of a vampire movie, and people who followed it, just watch those movies, that love those movies, they're gonna say that. And then there's another movie that you may have forgotten that you probably haven't seen, but you know about. Interview with the Vampire.
Yeah, no, I like that, but it's like I don't put it at the top. Yeah, I can't put it at the top.
Yeah. That's not my favorite either, but I can understand if anybody put that as their favorites.
Yeah.
But yeah,
mine was pretty much the same. Sinners, Blade, Bram Stoker. That's my top 3. Blade had one-liners. He was in the middle of a civil war. The story happened to him.
And Lost Boys.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would agree.
D. Smith, you got top 3 vampire films?
Sinners, Lost Boys, and Blade, probably.
You said the first mistake. Yeah, everyone attached to Eternals is non-canon. That movie, everyone got that was a Titanic anchor.
Yep.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if in
ain't seen that and probably
movies,
don't want
they
to,
basically just wipe them away.
The
like
Eternals
dismiss all the things. No more New Avengers. No more Eternals. Moon Knight will get folded in some way somehow, but not right now.
He might cameo in Ghost Rider's movie. He might.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Dude, you're not gonna have any Avengers.
Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider. No, bro.
So the funny thing about Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider, it doesn't matter to me. It's not the worst thing, but at the same time, it's a cheap casting. It's like, oh, just because it's a movie called Rider.
It's a nostalgia thing, man. Ooh, Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider, yay!
He's not nostalgic.
I mean, that's what it was for.
Is he? Ryan Gosling is nostalgic.
He's not a superstar, but I say he's a star.
Blaze. He's not even remotely Johnny Blaze, man.
No,
probably
not. He's not. I'm not gonna lie, like I kind of
anything else at Hall H.
I mean, we talked about Green Lanterns. We talked about DC's new lineup for comics.
I do want to say real quick, Charles, before we go, Charles, how do you feel about Cody doing Static? And I'm itching to see if he.
I mean, there's other stuff at Hall H that I liked, other than what whatever Marvel and DC stuff. But there was other stuff that kind of not surprised me, but it was like, okay, it was about time for it.
Yeah. I'll say this. There's a lot of things I'm gonna say offline, but I'll just say this. It's the right move.
Okay,
it's the right move, and it's honestly going to have a great impact. I'm not gonna lie.
Wink if he's gonna use the comics from
the original
run
say it offline.
I'll just say this.
Don't give him too much.
Yeah, I have no idea what he's gonna do. I have no ideas when he do. I have like things that I would love for him to do, and I hope he does, but it's like I have no idea what direction he's taking. So we're all gonna be surprised about that. Now, I will say is that I've learned from some individuals that because I've even asked people like, where do things fall in regards to the timeline? And from what I've gathered, what I've been told is that it's a flex timeline, meaning
no mention of the Big Bang. The Big Bang happened, but we're not going to talk. I hope.
No, that's the thing. It's like depending on like where Cody takes it. I mean, he may reference that. He may reference like because like again, people like kind of feel upset. It's like okay, people love the Black Lives Matter thing. I'm cool with that, but also people are like, no, like the gang war, get that back in there, and. Yeah, some of that stuff, they're really cherry picked things. Because even when we had like the Dakota incident, there were things referenced back from like, Milestone 1.0. So right now it's like it's cherry picked. It's like anything that like, they want to take and use, they'll do. So it's like it's up for grabs, which I appreciate. I appreciate it.
That's the smarter move.
Yeah, it's not binary. But again, as far as like the direction specifically that Cody's gonna take, have no idea.
Okay. I'm really
too much, man. Make him pay for it.
I really don't like, and again, this is not like, trying to like steer him as like, Cody, you got to do this. But it's like, my hope is and just hear me out and say this. My hope is that we just don't get Miles. That's my biggest hope. It's like I don't want Miles.
No, as long as he uses the pre-existing material, like he has his own rogues gallery from this TV show and from the OG comics, just do that shit. That's all I want.
That might be the first comic we review on here in years.
Oh yes,
in years. I'm talking about 5 years. Hey, Justin, thanks for joining us, man. Oh, thanks for joining us. We're gonna have to do a comic review. We'll do a comic review.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely,
fellas. It's been fun. It's been dope. It's a quick work, 2 hours. Not our normal 4-hour adventure here. But you guys, catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely.
Peace,
y'all.